I do too, Abelardo.
¿Y qué tal si nosotros no nos la sabemos? Sí. Ah, ya sé, pues es muy fácil.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I grew up with Sesame Street. Now that's besides Barney the dinosaur. But it was Sesame Street that got more attention. In fact, they've been around for over 50 years now, which is a really big accomplishment. So much so that there are international versions of the show across the globe. Case in point, Plaza Sesamo. This show comes to us from Mexico, and obviously the language of choice is Spanish. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up with Spanish-speaking relatives, but I didn't get serious about actually speaking the language until I went to college or something like that. And I even spent a lot of time on the Duolingo app. It's a pretty good app, guys. Check it out when you have the time. But anyway, today we're going to be looking at an episode where Plaza Sesamo's version of Big Bird, Abelardo, is building a nest with the help of his friends. Now, originally, just by looking at the thumbnail, because this episode's on YouTube, I thought this was going to be Plaza Sesamo's take on that Sesame Street episode where Big Bird's nest gets destroyed by a hurricane. But no, it's just people helping Abelardo build a nest just because, I don't know, he wants to have a nest like Big Bird. No, really, he has a picture of Big Bird because, fun fact, those two are cousins and they appeared together one time on Sesame Street. Enough fun facts, let's dive into the show y'all requested, Plaza Sesamo. By the way, on YouTube, they show this episode in 2 parts, which is 2 separate videos. So that's why the first video says part 1. Now, in my opinion, that's kind of pointless because it's not a really long story, only clocking in at what, 8 minutes or something like that when you add up the times to both parts 1 and 2. Anyway, the story begins with Abelardo playing with a couple of kids when he comes across a bird with its nest. And this makes him realize that he himself doesn't have a nest.
Pero si yo soy un pájaro y no tengo nido.
Oh, that's easy. Try Amazon or eBay. Actually, Abelardo decides to build his own nest right in the middle of the square. Watch him get ticketed by this guy. Or else he'll get this funny comedy routine with Pancho and Lola.
Ay, Dios mío! Put all these twigs out here in the open is a great idea! Oops, Pancho fell down. Screw that guy, he'll live.
So Abelardo tells everyone that he wants to build his own nest. And this is where he shows that picture of Big Bird with his own nest. You know, the one I was talking about earlier?
Hasta mi primo Big tiene uno. Mira.
I love how everyone is just on board with helping Abelardo building a nest. But really, they should be asking him why he left out all this wood in the plaza. Either this is fixing to be a bonfire, or Abelardo is treating this place like his own personal garbage dump. Oh look, there's the 4th episode of the cartoon adventure series in that pile. Oh look, there's also Leek. So they gather all the right tools to build the nest with, and of course, there's a spectacle because they were on standby. You know, at one point they weren't there, but then, ta-da! They're there. Okay, so anyone else on standby? Maybe this guy whose shirt blends in with the orange wall behind him. So they ask where Abelardo wants to have the nest at, and he tells them that he wants it on a tall tree. And this makes Pancho give a reaction so priceless. Okay, this is either by accident, or he saw something weird while this was going on. In fact, you can play any weird scene with this reaction and it'll be hilarious. Okay, one more.
Junior, I will always be your little fib.
Yeah, I agree with you, Pancho. That was weird. So construction begins, and we got Abelardo and this lady staring at wood. These guys hammering away at the wood. Well, this orange shirt guy isn't even sawing the wood. He's just pretending to do so. Okay. Then apparently Abelardo's getting married because this woman is sewing up this white thing that anyone can mistake as a wedding dress. But look, there's a kid playing with rope. Good job, kids. Y'all are really putting work into this project. And now it's time for the big reveal.
Hi, Junior.
Just kidding, I wanted to throw that in there. So Abelardo tries out his new nest. Oh, I'm sorry. His new tree house? Okay, I don't know if Abelardo was confusing a tree house for a nest, or if he somehow changed his mind during the construction and said, well, maybe a tree house would suit me better than a nest, seeing that earlier he saw a bird building its nest in a tree. But whatever, Abelardo is happy and he invites some of his friends via blue or green screen and this weird line on top to come see his new place. And everyone is so happy that they can't stop cheering. No, literally, they can't stop cheering. They can go on and on. Pretty much all day, perhaps. Like, say something, you guys. Say something else. You know, y'all are gonna get the Fibs' attention by yelling and screaming, right? Y'all know that, right? And that was an episode of Plaza Sesamo. Personally, I love Plaza Sesamo. It's always nice to watch a kids show that's in Spanish, especially since this is from the people that gave us Sesame Street. Also, I actually have a DVD of Plaza Sesamo that I love to watch every once in a while. So maybe I'll do a review of that DVD sometime in the future. And I can promise you this, if I review that DVD, the Fib won't make an appearance in that one, hopefully. So those are my thoughts on the nest building story from Plaza Sesamo. Check it out by clicking the links in the description. And as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like on this video and please subscribe to the channel. The next non-LarryBoy review will go to Whatsoever Critic. She's going to be doing a review on that Dutch show, Het Sandkasteel, or the Sandcastle. That's going to be a lot of fun. And until next time, this has been the LarryBoy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy universe. See ya, guys!